This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Dawn and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
CNN Radio News, I'm Cammie McCormick.
My financial pleasure.
Why your financial? But do you own that?
Yes, of course.
You own the rights?
Of course.
So they had to pay you to do it.
Not only that, but I was the executive producer, and I'm the guy that said we should use Eddie Murphy.
Why did he work so well? They changed the concept a lot into the blimp,
He was
right? You
wonderful.
weren't fat in it. You
No.
didn't do the fat
It
thing.
was another premise. Eddie Murphy is a brilliant comedian. He's as good as they come, and he can do anything you want him to do, plus whatever he wants to do. He's brilliant, and he needed this. And he's wonderful, and I'm happy for the country. The country's going to benefit by having Eddie Murphy back.
The video is enormous.
Yes, it's tremendous.
Vintage goodness. It's the best of Don and Mike.
Listen, I want to tell you guys something. And I'm not only talking to you guys here in the room, all of you who are happily married like myself, but I'm talking to all the guys out there.
All the guys who are happily married, or all guys?
Well,
in
just
general?
guys in general, because eventually guys will get married. And I'm telling you right now that it's all a game of chicken.
Marriage?
Yes, you ever play that game when you were a kid? Now, I never did, but I had some roughy friends who would, where you would have two guys at the end of a street, and they would drive at each other. Well, actually, I guess I never really saw it. I saw it in the movies.
Right.
They would drive at each other, and then the guy who turned at the last minute, he would be the chicken.
Yeah, and it was a fun game. I think everybody's played different versions of it. You can do it with cars.
Right.
You can do it with, running at each other. You can do it with bats, like we did in my neighborhood.
Oh, really?
Well, okay, whatever.
I lost many, many times. I never thought they'd really swing.
Ouch.
But nonetheless, it's a game of chicken.
Sure.
Let me explain this to you. This is how I figured it out, really. In this thing with my wife and the renewing of our vows.
Right.
Yeah.
For 16 years that I've been married, my wife has been saying to me, let's renew our vows. I mean, she said it to me the day after we got married. It's been a big thing to her. It's a big thing to a lot of girls. That they have one wedding.
I didn't realize the first day of your honeymoon.
That was the first day.
After, yeah.
Let's renew our vows.
Sure.
Huh.
I am so full of love for you. Let's renew our vows. That's what she said to me.
Right.
Actually, she's only brought it up in recent years.
Sure.
Okay. I think once we got to 10 years, she started mentioning it would be nice. And then the 15th anniversary came.
Right.
And I didn't do diddly again. Didn't do Jack.
Diddly poo.
Diddly poo. Jim Mora. It sucked. We stunk. Guy gets his knee blown out. Not badly, hopefully.
Totally disgusted and totally embarrassed.
You fill up my senses. Like a night in the forest. Buzz! Buzz! Come fill me again.
My collection's at home.
Nobody. We couldn't find anybody that has a John Denver record. Okay, about why marriage is like chicken. So she's been saying to me, do this, let's renew the vows.
Right.
I said this past year on our 16th anniversary, honey, love you so much, willing to do it.
You were I remember when you came in on the show.
Wouldn't be prudent.
You were talking about how excited you were and how in love you were, and you were ready at that very moment to renew your vows.
And then she said, great, wonderful.
Right.
And I said, how about this date in October that is special to both of us? And she said, yes. Well, as it turns out, over the weekend, as you might have heard me mention yesterday, over the weekend, we had some conversation about it, and she said, basically, since I didn't want to do any of the planning on this whole thing,
right,
that she didn't really want to have the whole big thing redoing the vows.
She wanted actually you to do a lot of the groundwork.
Right. Now, I will tell you all along, what I've really wanted is, and this is why it's so great to play chicken with your wife,
Okay.
because I got what I want.
Ooh.
What I wanted was just to have a little thing in our house, no special thing.
Sure.
To me, that's special. You have the Rev and his old lady come over to the house, and he hitches us, and then we all go out to eat or something.
That's terrific.
Real simple, real clean. Now,
And romantic.
when I first brought this up to my wife, it was, no. It's got to be bigger. It's got to be bolder than that. Well, yesterday, I don't know how, we were discussing things here on the show, and the topic of taking my wife out to Vegas.
Yes.
Oh, and I know you got jacked up when you heard Vegas.
Oh, yeah, baby. I mean, it's like that Albert Brooks movie where he goes to Vegas.
Vegas is cool.
You know the place in Vegas where they have the
Little White Chapel.
Yeah, they got the bells that move back and forth, but they're those neon light bells.
Very cool. They perform lots of weddings there, one right after the other.
It's so cheesy. It's fantastic. And I thought, now that would be a nice little kick.
There's actually one in Vegas, I think, that's a drive-through, where you could do it a drive-through wedding.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So my thought was we'd hop on an airplane, fly out there,
Right.
get hitched again.
Sure.
Then get one of those hotel rooms that has like a a heart-shaped bathtub,
Wonderful.
in dirty movies, and room service.
And then hop on a plane the next day and you're back.
And come back. Yeah. Well, as it turns out, that was too much for my wife. She knew that those are some details that I could handle.
Right.
That I can pick up a telephone. I can call a hotel in Las Vegas. I can call an airline and make a reservation.
Better yet, you can call a travel agent and have the travel agent do it all for you.
So last night when I got home, as soon as I walked in the door, she said, before we sat down to dinner, she said, listen, really, don't plan this thing to Las Vegas. And I said, and this is how I felt at the time, listen, this is our special second anniversary, whatever we're calling it. I'll handle it.
Sure.
And as the night went on, she got more uptight about it and came back more and more and said, please, have you made the call yet? Don't call. Don't do. And I said, listen, I'm going to handle this. You want me to handle the details? I'm going to handle the details. Keep in mind, I don't want to handle the details.
Of course.
I never wanted to handle the details.
Sure, you didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Right. I thought I was making the move by saying, let's do it. Let's have the preacher come over and let's get hitched again.
So she's getting uptight as the evening is wearing on.
Right. Now, at this point, I am watching the ball game last night.
Right.
As always, I am insulated from the rest of my family there.
Thrusting yourself into the world of TV sports.
And that's the only time I like baseball, is when something's on the line.
Right.
Otherwise, it sucks, and it's very boring, and it's too slow to watch.
Playoff baseball, very exciting.
But when there's something on the line, man, I'm there. Besides all the good shows on Channel 4 weren't on last night, like Frasier and all that other stuff. Right. So I'm watching the game, and every once in a while, Frida would come back in the room and stick her head around the corner and go, hey, hi, how's it going? You didn't make that phone call, did you? I said, listen, don't worry about it. She said, I saw the phone was on a while ago. Were you on the phone? I said, yes, I was on the phone, but none of your beeswax. Now, she doesn't have to know that I was on the telephone with my brother. I didn't offer up that information.
Right.
So finally, about 9:30 last night, a beaten woman, mentally beaten, I should say.
Yeah.
She comes into the house, comes into my den, into my cave, and she says, listen, if you haven't called Vegas yet, how about this? How about we just have the Reverend come over, and he'll marry us here at our house.
There you go.
And then we can go out to eat with him and his wife. And I said, hey, that's okay with me if it's okay with you.
Total victory.
Yeah, right.
Total
now,
victory.
See, here's where I'm walking the tightrope, though.
Right.
Yeah.
By showing you the soft underbelly of my plan here today.
Yes, by coming in and practically bursting with pride about your victory.
There is a chance.
The whole thing will melt down.
There's a chance that my wife will start that game of chicken again.
Yes.
And this time, she will not turn away.
Yeah, she'll actually go all the way with it.
This time, she will steamroll me and make me do all the other stuff.
Now, you like the situation with the Reverend coming over
Yes.
better than the Vegas trip.
Yes, I do, simply because I'm lazy.
Yes.
And as much fun as it would be to go to Las Vegas, you can't get any lazier than a guy coming to your house to renew your vows. I mean, the preparation time for that is upstairs in the bathroom.
Just a shower? Maybe not even that.
Not the 3 S's. How about this? How about 2 out of the 3 S's?
Two out of the 3, and you're all set.
And who knows what those 2 might be. Huh?
Oh, yeah. And if you go out for a big meal afterwards.
Well, then you might have the 3rd S right there. So anyway, that's my lecture today, that if you're involved with a woman, if you're a guy, play chicken with her.
Sometimes you have to just stay the course.
Right, and don't be afraid.
And don't back off. Just stay right there.
Now, I still am very jacked about doing this with my wife again.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a good mood about it.
Are you kidding? I'm on top of things.
Sure.
I love my wife. I'm glad that we're renewing our vows.
Right.
I'm glad that I don't have to make all those calls, and that we don't have to have all you people come over to our house and screw up our whole weekend.
Yeah.
You're like,
With no offense to anybody in this room or any of our other friends.
No,
certainly none
We
taken.
understand.
You know what I mean. Hello. I have mentioned how deeply in love with my wife I am.
Yes, you have.
You seem very excited about the prospects of
Turn the situation around.
No message. All right.
Well, tell her, hold on.
Bye-bye. No message. She'll talk to you later.
Oh, now that's not fair.
Ouch.
oh dear.
That's not fair.
Now see, that in and of itself is a slight game of chicken right there. That's a little bit
And I
of a
lose.
chicken game there.
I lose.
Because you're calling right back.
Oh, absolutely.
It's what she wanted you to do.
Of course. Because she didn't like the fact that I had Rob pick up the phone.
You know that she wants you to do that. So in a way,
We're sorry.
And now she's
See-
disconnected her phone.
totally disconnected the phone.
Anyway, I think I played it pretty good, and I think my wife is happy with the result. At least she was happy before I came to work today.
Up until 3.
And I'm happy with the result.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hello, Boo Boo.
Hi.
I just wanted to let you know that dinner with Reverend and his wife is all set up, and that would be lovely, but
Great.
no need to renew the vows.
Oh, now come on.
No.
That's not even funny.
No, I'm not joking. I mean,
That's not funny.
no, I love you very much.
Oh, dear.
We're married. Just
Come on.
forget about it.
Oh, no,
Forget
come on
about
now.
it.
Oh, no, listen. You know what? Right now, my wife's playing the biggest game of chicken.
No, I'm not.
This is the biggest game.
I am totally serious. It's too much effort. It's too much.
But there's no effort. The Rev comes over, he takes care of us, we get in the car, we go out to dinner.
You know, effort and thoughtfulness go hand in hand. No effort,
Why is
no
that?
thought. Yeah,
Why is that? Why does effort and thought matter so much?
That's
Isn't
what
it-
life
aren't
The
is.
way of the world, Don.
Aren't we a results-oriented country?
So we love each other.
Yes, I love you so much.
And you're telling everybody in the world right now, you know, everybody, more people than we would know than we would have in our house.
Yeah.
Right.
So then that's good enough. No thanks.
All right, really?
I pass. Right.
Okay, then.
Just a minute for this term. I'm not ready to re-up yet.
All right, well, then we can cancel dinner with the Reverend, then.
No, I like the Reverend and his wife, and that would be a pleasant night out.
No, I had my heart set on going out with him, but only if he had just performed the ceremony on us. So, no, forget it.
Well,
We'll go out with him another time. This weekend's far too special.
all right, now I'll go out with the Reverend and his wife then because I enjoyed their company.
I enjoy their company, too.
Well, good. And you don't even have to go. How would that be?
Oh, that would be ideal, but of course, you know I can't accept that agreement. No, I want to go out with you, and I want to go out with the Reverend, so why don't we just let him marry us? How about this? How about if he marries us, like, in the car?
You know what? Even if it's not that important to you, I think
Honey,
he takes his job a
this is
little
like-
bit more
honey,
seriously.
wait.
This is like going to a biology class,
Honey.
and then they perform an autopsy
Honey.
right afterwards.
Yeah.
This is important to me. You know what? And I'm being serious with you now, Freddie. You know what would make it special for me? The more spontaneous, the better. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To me, that's something...
Spontaneous equals lazy.
Sometimes.
Yes, it does. And no thanks. I mean, no thanks.
Oh.
You had one job on our real wedding.
I've mentioned that. That was the band. That was screwed up, right?
Right. And you have no job.
So listen, so if when we originally got married 16 years ago, I screwed up the one job you gave me, why you want me to do it again? Why can't we just get married this way?
Sugar Bear,
Yes.
it's not even necessary. Don't even worry your pretty little head. I'm not going anywhere.
I know.
We have a son to raise.
Oh,
I
God.
need you for better or for worse. No need to go to all the falderall of getting married again. It's silly.
All right, well, I thought you had wanted it. I had never needed it, but I thought you had wanted it.
I wanted it, but I was wrong to want it.
Yes, you know why? Because it's wrong to simply want a symbol. I'm there every day proving how much I love you.
That's right.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope somebody's like writing this down.
No, I was totally in the wrong.
Oh,
You
my
weren't in the
God.
wrong.
No,
you weren't in the wrong.
We're
This is an
doing the
interesting-
day-by-day drudgery. That's what counts.
Interesting new development. This is quite a battle of wit.
We are. And love is more than words and symbolism and
Yes.
romance. It's,
Right.
It's being in there in the trenches, and it's, and
That's
it's just
right.
a job.
Every day in the trenches, I am with you every
I
day.
appreciate it. So I'm just going to let this term play itself out, and then we'll see if someday we want to renew. But,
Oh, no. Listen, I told you.
This term.
I am ready.
I didn't know marriage was like renewable.
I am ready. Oh, every day it's renewable, Mike.
No, we don't need to re-enlist quite yet.
Okay.
All right.
All right. But listen, I'm
The
going to make you that
contract-
offer.
No need. The contract is still valid. I mean, sure.
I mean, of course we're married. That's why this is so goofy, because it doesn't really mean
Right.
anything.
And in your world, sometimes, if a football team has a player they're especially pleased with, they give them a new contract. But it's not necessary because ours is ironclad.
All right, well, I will. Yes, and I'll explain the difference to you. That when you have a football player, he's an employee, and he does everything you say, or you can fire him. Now, you're not my employee, are you?
You know what? We have a bad connection, but I'm sure you're speaking words of love right now. But it would
I love
really
you.
just be going through my head. So I'll just wait and save this romance for another time, Sugar Bear, because it's hard for me to make it out right now.
All right, now listen, just tell me something.
What?
Really, about this. Bottom line. Come on. You want to do it, right?
No, I don't want to.
All right, what if I call the... All right, listen, how about this?
I don't want to go to Vegas. I don't want to. I don't want you to just
What about Atlantic City?
spritz on some aftershave.
That's romantic.
You know, I don't want you just to stroll downstairs and say, I do.
Why?
You know,
Why? Listen, listen, honey, this is what gets me. When we got married 16 years ago, we had all that crap.
Yeah.
We had the horse-drawn carriage.
Right.
We had everybody we know there.
Chuggy, there was no horse-drawn carriage.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't, my darling.
Yes, there was, my darling.
There was no horse-drawn carriage.
Man.
You...
Freedom.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Freedom.
Free at last.
Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last in Canada.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, I need some advice.
What?
Well, I'm playing chicken with my wife.
Oh,
and,
my. Listen, what are you playing chicken about?
Well, there's something I want to buy, and she knows I want it, but she doesn't want me to buy it.
All right, now, you know when he won't even say it, you know it's got to be. What is it?
What is it?
It's a leather jacket.
A leather jacket.
Oh, well, you go for it.
It's the Monday Night Football leather jacket.
Oh, it's one of the big expensive ones?
Oh, well, no, actually, it's not that bad.
How much is it?
$160.
Yeah. You know, guys who wear stuff like that, and I'm one of those guys, generally, you kind of look like a big doofus wearing those jackets when you wear them out in public.
Is that what she says, that you're going to look like a doofus if you buy it?
No, she said, we'll talk about it.
No, I was just giving you a guy's opinion on that. I think that most likely she probably doesn't want to spend $160 on a jacket.
But I'd love to have that jacket.
Well, then listen, go buy it. Go buy it right now.
Oh, you're killing me.
Go buy it right now. Do it, man.
Okay.
Do it. If you don't have money, write a check.
Yeah, and if the check bounces, it'll be romantic. That you bought yourself a Monday Night Football jacket and the check bounced.
I'm glad we could help.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And if things don't work out, go to Canada.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, you don't appreciate this woman.
Oh, I think I appreciate my wife more than anything.
Very, very interesting that we get that call from a woman.
She sounds
and then we get this
fabulous.
call from a guy.
Listen, she is great.
I will.
Listen, my wife is great. I don't think I've ever said anything to the contrary.
Well, I know that you haven't said anything to the contrary, but you're not showing it.
Showing it? Jesus, are you married?
4 times I've been married.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to take marriage advice from a 4-time loser.
Loser?
Forget it.
Expert.
You jerk.
Wow.
Jerk face.
I guess he's never spent any time in Canada.
4 times.
4 times.
Listen, 3 more and you'll be up there with Larry King.
Hi.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hey, we're doing great, thank you.
Good. Is Charlie there? You know, Charlie Stillapoulos.
Charlie's in Canada. Charlie's vacationing in Canada. He's in Ottawa.
Hello. Don and Mike Show. He drove his truck up there.
Yes, he did. His big truck with it's a good humor truck.
Hello. With the bell and everything.
Oh, he likes it. No ice cream in it,
Hello.
though. He ate it all when he first got the truck.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I want to know what Rita did for a living, that she's always on her car.
Did you say Rita?
Well, now, listen, first off, her name is Frida.
Oh, Frida.
Okay? And my wife had all kinds of jobs. So, don't bust my wife's balls about this.
And why can she not drive your son to school every morning?
Because listen, boy, is there some hatred out there. I enjoy driving my son to school in the morning. That's something I do of my choice.
So what does she do all day?
She tries to make my life as happy as possible.
I see. And you do the same by renewing your vows, trying to make her life as happy as possible.
Yes, I do, sir.
Boy, the judging that's going on in this man's
tremendous
mind right
judging.
now. What is your final judgment, sir?
That you would live a happy life. I don't know.
And are you married?
No.
No, of course. I got another. Easy. It's easy when you're sitting on the sidelines.
God, sounds like he's got a bomb to plant
You know
somewhere.
what I'm saying? Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Don.
Hello.
You know when you're little and your parents say they're mad at you and that makes you feel bad, but when they say they're disappointed in you, then you really feel bad? I'm so disappointed in you.
Oh, man.
Like I care?
Let me down. You should.
Like I care? Who are you?
So sorry for Frida.
Well, who are you?
You are being a pig about this.
Listen, you have no idea what my life is like.
No,
my wife's got a great life at home. We got a great marriage. You shut your mouth.
I'm not saying saying you don't have a great marriage, but you should do this for your wife. I mean, my God, it's one day.
No, it's more than one day because there's all the planning and junk.
Oh, God, Don, it would take you 30 minutes tops.
Oh, I don't think so. And you know what my wife would say? She'd say, this job looks like it took you 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't, because
Yes,
you
she
could
would.
make a big show of it that it's taking you a long time.
Why don't you apply some of this nervous energy to your own relationship?
I already have.
Fold some paper bags.
I planned my own wedding.
All right. Very, very good. Very good.
Well, you can tell that our audience has made up their mind. They don't know what to think.
Well, our audience should just keep their mouths shut. That's what they should do, Mike. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Don. Hi, Mike. How are y'all today?
Hello, we are fine.
Good. Listen, Don.
Yes.
I see Frida's point, but I think that you're doing pretty much the right thing.
Yeah, baby.
I think maybe she should be
Well,
just a little more flexible with you. I was married in Las Vegas, and I think it's one of the best places in the world to get married. And so I recommend it for everybody, even if it's the second
So I
time
took
around.
the butcher knife and I put it up to her neck.
That's exactly right.
Stop making me those sloppy.
And I
Slimy
said,
eggs.
if you want to live to see tomorrow, you better stop frying me those slimy, sloppy eggs.
Hello, Don and Mike. If this is another call about this topic, I am really going to shoot myself in the head. Hello?
You're in big trouble, Don.
Oh, all right. Let me shoot myself in the head.
Here he goes. He's putting the gun up to his... Whoa, hey, that bounced right off his skull.
Man, I got a thick head.
Look again.
All right, I'm going to put the gun right into my temple, Mike.
Okay, do it. Press it up against there and see what happens.
Hold on.
Wait. Whoa.
Look at that.
I cannot believe it can't penetrate that cranium.
I'm alive. I can't kill myself.
And there's not even any blood.
No.
It just looks like a little cat scratch.
Look, there's 5 bullets on the foot. Here's a 6th one. Oh, there you go. Get those right out to the fans.
I swallowed the bullet.
Hello? Yes, hi.
I hope you're careful when you go home tonight, and bring some flowers or something.
Oh, I'm always careful.
I know
And
you
listen,
know Frida better than anybody, but
here's the other thing.
pissed.
Flowers. You know my wife hates flowers? That if I bring my
whatever
wife...
she likes.
What do you mean she's got everything?
Well,
She got
I'm
me?
just telling you that she's really pissed.
I think this woman is suggesting a trinket or bauble of some kind.
That doesn't work with my wife. And my wife's not really
trinket
pissed.
or a bauble, something she'll
I know my
enjoy,
wife.
something she'd like a lot.
I know my wife. That's right.
Bounces off his cranium. Amazing.
Listen, thank you for the call.
Sure.
Thank you for the call. And Jimmy the intern, please hang up on all of these people on hold right now.
Oh, watch out, Duck.
I will let you know what happens on that subject, okay?
Okay.
I'll give you a report a couple of days from now.
Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Obviously, something will happen tonight. Whoa!
Oh, and we've got to do a break, and we'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Hello, welcome to the post office.
Hi, I just heard about your global priority mail service, and I'd like to send a package to Venice.
Okay, Venice, California.
Venice, Italy.
Oh, that Venice. Well, we don't deliver there.
Oh, well, how about Athens?
Athens, Georgia. Great music down there and that southern hospitality.
No, Athens, Greece.
Oh, Athens, Greece. The Acropolis, the cradle of Western civilization.
Yes.
Nope, global priority mail doesn't go there either.
But your ads say you're global.
And we are on the globe.
Oh.
We're here, and here's on the globe.
Well, I don't care about here. It's getting it there that I'm worried about.
Then why on earth did you bring it here?
Good question.
For true global service to 211 countries, there's really only one choice. FedEx.
I don't suppose global priority mail goes to Russia.
Russia? Nope.
Hungary.
Thanks, I just ate.
Turkey.
No, really, I'm full.
I'm out of here.
Next.
Big argument, the big debate the other day on the show.
Yes, we didn't, we didn't convert each other.
I don't share Mike's love of Shemp.
I just think Shemp was a misunderstood and unappreciated stooge.
I think Shemp sucks. He blows dead bear.
Hey, now watch out. That's Shemp you're talking about there. Am I
Shaft. I'm talking about Shemp. And we can dig it.
John Shemp.
So anyway, having said that up front, okay, we're agreed. We love the Stooges. All guys love the Stooges.
Sure.
However, there are some like myself who think that if Curly's not in it, it just ain't worth watching.
That's the best way to express it. I mean, there are people that won't watch a Stooges episode if Curly's not in it. I appreciate the Shemp episodes. However, Curly, is my favorite stooge, so I have to make that very clear. There are
Good man.
There are lots of people, though, that actually consider Shemp to be their favorite stooge.
Wow. They're stupid, Mike. They're very stupid people.
He created the concept just like Ralph Renzi.
All right, here's the story from San Diego. To most people, the Three Stooges are Larry, Moe, and Curly. But a Stooge fan in San Diego named Andy Barrett thinks the Stooge known as Shemp deserves more credit, and he's doing something about it.
Sure.
This Sunday, one day before the 102nd anniversary of Shemp's birthday, he's holding something called the Shemp Fest, which will end with a massive, this sounds like a videotape, a massive pie fight at midnight involving more than 500 pies tossed by crazed Stooge fans. Let's call this guy and try to set him straight.
Man, can you imagine going down, having a couple of cocktails? That'd be something fun. What the heck? Throw 500 pies.
But why Shemp?
And then it says here that he's dissing Curly, which I don't believe in that.
I was saving that part for the interview, Mike.
Yeah, I don't.
That's my big ammunition for when we get the guy on the phone. That's the ace up my sleeve. He's not going to be there. Guy says that Shemp deserves this celebration because he was a buffoon compared to Curly, who depended...
Donnie was a true buffoon.
I'm an aristocrat. I am Huffington Super. I had a few too many myself.
I can't even understand that.
Can you? Sandy and Jeans. Leave a message after the beep. Thank you.
Yep. He sounds like a Shemp fan.
Now, don't align me with this guy too much. I made it real clear that I do like Curly.
He says that Curly depended too much on squeaky-voiced gimmicks to get a laugh.
Now, see, he loses me there. I got.
Unlike that true comedic genius, Shemp. Shemp. Andy, are you there? Andy,
this is Don and Mike from the Don and Mike Show.
I want to tell you. Hey, I want to say something. Hey.
Oh, you're doing Larry there.
I'm trying.
Hey, my hair, Mo.
Listen, Andy, are you there? Shemp does not deserve his own festival. I'm only speaking for myself now. I'm not speaking for Mike, my partner.
Now, I want to make it clear my position here. I do not like you dissing Curly, but I also think that Shemp deserves more credit.
Blasphemy!
For, actually starting the Stooges.
Well, no, wait, hold on. Is that an actual fact, or was that just something that somebody called the show and
Might
said?
not be an actual fact, Don, but it's a fact that I heard, and I'm holding on to that one for dear life. For the purposes of debate and all. But I do think Shemp deserves more credit than he gets.
I myself, if I hear the ya-da-da, ya-da-da, and I look up and I see Shemp's face, I turn it off. I boycott Shemp.
Yeah.
Shemp's the worst with that greasy hair. You say, my friend, that Curly relied on squeaky-voiced gimmicks to get a laugh. I asked you, what did Shemp ever do to make anybody laugh?
Don, when Shemp drank out of a bottle, there was nothing funnier. When Shemp got like the poison in the bottle and he would pull the bottle away and do the... That was fantastic. Now,
a move that was incidentally originated by Abbott or Costello. I think that's another fact that we learned on this show, right?
That's an incorrect fact. Shemp predated the Abbott and Costello
He
shorts.
dated Abbott and Costello?
No, he predated them.
What does that mean? Is that like pre-engagement?
He predeceased them, too, I believe. Oh, dear.
Well, I've got to call back. I'm not done.
I don't believe that Shemp spent any time in the motion picture country house and hospital like Larry did, and also Curly. That's where they brought Curly after a hoi polloi.
Hold on. Save it. You can leave it as the next part of our message about how each of the Stooges died.
All right.
I know that's your whole thing.
It's true. I'm an aristocrat. I am Huffington Super. I had a few too many myself.
Is it just me? I can't understand that.
Leave a message after the beep. Thank you.
He's funny. So anyway, it's us again, Andy. Listen, we weren't done with you.
We didn't finish our message.
Mike, would you like to tell Andy how each of the Stooges died?
Which Stooge would you like first, Don?
Start with Larry.
Larry was actually lived longer than Curly. Larry had a series of strokes and spent his last days lecturing colleges and at the Motion Picture Country House and Hospital, where during the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, they actually dressed Larry up in his wheelchair and in a Baby Jane outfit. He was still making people laugh, but unfortunately one more stroke came along and he died.
Let's see, Mo.
Mo had the big C, unfortunately.
He wasn't a homo, right? That's not why they called him Mo.
No, I think he was, Mo was just his name. That was
Mo.
his name. And he passed away. He was the last Stooge to pass away. Curly was on the set of Hoi Polloi and suffered a stroke. They didn't know at the time how severe it was, so they actually moved Curly to a chair just off the set where they were filming, where Curly was having a great deal of trouble with his speech. They put him in a chair.
I'm having a heart attack.
They finished the scene, being the true troopers that they were. They finished doing the scene, and then Curly was brought to the Motion Picture Country House and Hospital, where he also suffered another stroke. He would make one more appearance in a Stooge film, and then later died.
Thank you, Rain Man.
Thank you.
And I can tell you how Shemp died. He was stoned by his fans.
No, Shemp was actually at the fights. He was
thrown at rocks were thrown at his head by people who thought he ruined the Stooges.
Shemp used to like to shadow box, and he used to love to go to the fights. And he was in the back of the car that was taking him home, and he was still shadow boxing when he put his chin on his chest and died.
Hey, get out of here.
And after each of those guys died, a lion came up and licked their toes.
Yeah, like on the train. That was the best.
That was a good one, Mike. You know why?
Because Curly was in it?
Curly.
You won't hear me diss Curly. Can't do that. I can't do that, but I had... Oh. And I didn't get a chance to tell Andy that he shouldn't diss any of the Stooges. We'll call him back.
Well, what are we going to... We had him scheduled for an interview, and he's not there. Of course we're going to call him back.
And, don't diss any of the Stooges. That's my motto. Well, no, see, Joe Besser and
You're
Curly
so selective in your dissing.
Yeah, see, Curly Joe DeRito, well, see, they're not even Stooges.
Diss them all after Curly.
I had a few too many.
Quizzes to see where your problems in communications lie.
F that. All right, here's taboo topics in the bedroom. Some of them were oral sex. Mm-hmm. People don't talk about that. Anal sex. Body odor.
Body odor.
They actually had... One of the categories was about genital odor. Well, it's like if you're in bed with someone, with your wife or your husband, and their genitals smell bad. Right. I guess people wouldn't want to say that would ruin someo's sex life.
Hey, I love our sex life, but you have serious genital odor.
Ass don't smell. Say, your ass doesn't smell.
I'm sure they have a loving way I'm sure they suggest a very loving and kind way to tell someone they smell.
That is just about the grossest thing in the world. Genital smell.
All I know is I was reading that book today, and I was thinking, this book is poison. I think we have a very good marriage, and I think, except for the fact that you didn't want to do it a lot, they're over a 5-day stretch, things are great.
No, I know. I when I read that book last night, I realized that it was a waste of my $7.95 or whatever it cost, because first of all, I thought maybe I could do everything by myself and fix it. Because
honey, hold on. What needs fixing? Is it the music? Is it the music issue?
Not fix it, but make it even better. Is what I mean.
We tried the music last night. All right.
Tried romantic music? Good for you.
Now, first off, last night was an awful test because there was the Bulls on until 10 o'clock, and then Larry Sanders came on, so I'm like all excited to watch all the great TV.
Finale show with Larry Sanders.
We got done watching TV, and I was ready to go to bed. It's 11 o'clock, but I know that, I've got a date with destiny.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So she comes out of the bathroom, and we start, and then she says, let's get some music going.
And you say, no.
Right. At that point, I was ready. I said, music?
And you can't even, you know what? And I was thinking about communication because of this book. And I try and say something just normal to you, like, how about some music? You can't look in my eye. You can't look me in the eye. You're so self-conscious.
Honey, listen, we were in the throes, okay? We were in the get-go stages.
Yeah.
What, you put on a little Pink Floyd?
Just the beginning.
Always used to work for me.
Well, no, she says, let's get some music going. And I'm like, oh, honey, we've already started. She said, no, let's get music going. And then she rolled over and got the remote control, and she's on the alternative channel. And I said, no, that's not good. And she goes to the big band channel. And by the time she puts on her...
You're using your DirecTV musical program.
Yeah, by the time she gets on her new age jazz, I really said to my wife, here's communication. I said, listen, if you keep screwing with the music, the moment is going to be gone.
Right.
Right? I can't sit here in a permanent state of anticipation.
How long was the time before she started messing around with the music?
Oh, we were into it. We were both naked.
Right.
We were hugging and caressing.
Okay, I don't need that kind of detail. I just wanted to know how much time was before she started the music. I was curious.
We were 25% of the way in.
10 seconds. Yeah, well, it's a quarter down,
right,
but we were 10 seconds
What's
into it.
25% of 40 seconds? 10 seconds. All right, we're a quarter of the way in. And that's when she started this stuff, let's get music. And I was doing that thing where I'm kissing her neck. She said, let's get music. And I said, no music. And that's when she wanted to look at me. And it's like, I'm trying to put my move on here, and now you want to stop and you want to look me in the eye.
Don't look me in the eye.
Right,
and that was the one I hadn't even realized. I've been married to you for 17 years. I hadn't even realized that phobia. Now
No, honey, I'll look you in the eye. I will look you in the eye. But the point is, we were just on the cusp of something, and it's like I wouldn't mind, and I do look you in the eye sometime when we are actually involved, but I knew that looking you in the eye was a precursor to conversation. And listen, don't need a lot of conversation in that situation.
Well, the book thinks you need communication.
Well, the book is a piece of garbage.
Well, believe me,
I'm not much for burning books, but I'm going to start with this book.
I don't think your wife, Frida, you don't sound sold on this book either.
No, because I know what I'm working with. I mean, I know.
Oh, come on.
No, you're wonderful. No, you're very wonderful. But I know what you will do and not do, and you won't take a test, and you won't have.
Won't take a test like what? I don't have the AIDS.
Yeah. So
what do you mean take a test?
I mean the test in the book to find out that where you can make things better. You won't do all that. So.
Don't you guys think that's ridiculous? To take a test? And that's something out of Red Book magazine.
That's Fabio calling on the other line here. I'll take a test, Frida.
Don't doubt it. All I know is that up until last week, everything was great. Until I mentioned we'd been 5 days without. And now, bedroom in turmoil.
Oh, man.
Now we got all this psychoanalysis going on all the time.
That's more trouble. That self-help stuff's more trouble than it's worth.
Pain in the ass.
Well, I've got it all planned out anyway, so I don't even need to. The spontaneous music didn't work.
Mom?
Said, yes, my boo-boo.
Sandy Smith is on the other line.
Ask her if I can call her right back.
Okay.
Thanks. Somebody from church. I love to mix my church conversations with my sex conversations.
And I'm so glad I didn't go to that
Bart, hang it up.
retreat this weekend.
Bart?
He hung up.
Well, I can hardly hear you now.
He hung up, I think. Hey, did you hang up, bud?
He won't tell now. I can tell.
Marty?
Connection
Well, I can hardly hear you.
I think he's still on the line. I think you might be right.
Bart, you didn't hang it up good upstairs because I can hardly hear Daddy. Run back up and check it.
Hurry so Mommy and I can finish our counseling.
Because I've got something to tell him about Friday night.
Hurry. Hurry, very fast. I feel my life unraveling.
I'm going to have the music selected. I'm going to have the candles. I'll have the game plan all planned in advance.
Candles. I'm not a big candle guy either.
You don't have to do anything with the candles.
You don't even have to acknowledge candles. You could ignore candles.
No, candles. Listen, candles might
would shake you up. Fire.
Candles lead to fire.
Fire. Fire. Fire bad. Fire for cooking food.
Figured out for Friday night. So you just
what?
But one thing you have to do that's going to ruin it if you don't get it figured out is shave your face.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Bart?
Well, Bart can't shave.
Oh, you said shave. You know we do. The phone line is bad connection. I can hardly hear you.
Hang it up.
All right, I love you.
Love you too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
She wants you to shave your face.
Right. So listen, this thing, this church thing that I didn't go to this weekend.
The big retreat that you were like doing pirouettes in here because you didn't have to go to this thing.
I was so glad I didn't have to go. And I got calls throughout the weekend from friends of ours who could only go like for half of the getaway.
Right.
And when they got back home, they called and to a person, be they male or female, they all said the same thing. Hi, really miss seeing you there. You shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
It's not good for you. It's something that you wouldn't enjoy.
Not your cup of tea.
Now, let me give you just a brief recap. Everybody from the church, they get away and they go to these cabins in West Virginia or somewhere where there are no modern conveniences, where there's no air conditioning, where it's 100 degrees. And what you do is you sit on the front porch and you sip lemonade and you swap stories.
Like a Country Time commercial.
Yes, well, that's what they're shooting for. And there's lots of church stuff involved.
Like
and
Bible study and things like that?
And there's a talent show.
Ooh.
Okay. And here was the big highlight. When they called everybody over for the beginning of this, from what my wife and son tell me, they said, this weekend, we're going to have a contest. All the parishioners that are here this weekend, everybody's going to start off, we're going to give everybody a paper clip. And throughout the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, when you're talking to friends, if you get anybody to say no to anything you ask them, you get all of their paper clips. And whoever at the end of the weekend has the most paper clips will win a prize.
Wow. All right,
Okay?
I'm a little confused.
All right.
I'm a little bit...
So, you got a
getting to
paper.
say no.
You got a paper clip.
Yes.
I walk up to you and I go, hey, Mike, are the Capitals playing tonight?
No.
Give me your paper clip.
That's it?
That's a retarded game.
And I have to answer and it can be any question?
Well, people, after a while, you would figure out that there were other ways that you could answer without saying no. It was like, my son was the big winner because he used a little bit of deceivery. What he did at the end, he said, was he walked up to an old guy who had a whole bunch of them, and he bumped into him, right, on purpose. And he said, I'm sorry, are you okay? And the guy says yes, and he said, really, are you hurt? And the old guy said no. And then Bart said, that's fine, give me your paper clips.
That boy has initiative. That boy has true initiative. And I bet the guy didn't like it. Even though it's a little game, I bet he didn't
No,
like
I heard
it.
he was pissed. The old man was pissed off. And my son did that to quite a few people.
Are you hurt? No, give me the paper clips.
Now, that doesn't sound like me.
So if you said the Caps playing, they're playing tomorrow night. That wouldn't have been...
Everything that you would be asked. And see, that would get on my nerves. You know, after a while, everybody, you come up to me, I would just say no right away. I got no paper clips. No. Answers? No.
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 No. No. 1,000 times no.
So I'm glad I didn't have to go to that.
You're very fortunate, and I know you were looking forward to the weekend without being on that retreat.
And the ladies, I guess the ladies of the church decided not to get up and do their Spice Girls routine. I don't know if that was because Ginger Spice left the group, or
They were in mourning because of the the departure of Ginger Spice.
or what. But I heard the talent show, which is the big finale, this year only ran a couple of hours.
Is there any hooch up there when they go up there?
I believe there is some wine.
Oh, very good.
I believe there's. But listen, Mike, wine can only go so far.
Yeah, that's true, but it can make terrible situations bearable.
And my wife said, I said, well, how was the talent show? And she said, well, it was cute. Because I said, who was in it? And she said, well, little kids. Lots of people send their little kids up. And, that sounds cute until you have to sit out there in 100-degree heat for 2 hours. And I said, what was the average talent? She said, well, like they had a piano. And someone would play a song of joy, da, 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 except it would be like this. Da, 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 like that slow with the kid playing the piano, because they were real little kids. And like a bunch of the kids got up and did a Sound of Music medley. And
when you go to a recital or something like that, I mean, you're trapped for just that moment. But if you're at a retreat, I guess you're kind of like captive for the whole weekend.
No way out. I said to my wife, where did you go? At some point, you had to get out, right? And she said, oh, yeah. She and her mom, fortunately, Mike, are many great antique shops nearby.
Yippee!
Right. So F that. I definitely was not there. Had the Eddie Fathers thing happening with Bart, though.
Good.
We've got it down.
Excellent.
I mean, we got up Saturday. I went to school. He took his test. We came home. We went to Safeway. We got the steaks for the grill.
Cooking out on the grill, manly thing to do.
Yeah, we got it worked out. Changed the oil in my cars. Like a big, tough guy. I hope I did it right on the Toyota. I never have a problem on the Mustang, but the Toyota's very complicated.
It's your big thing now is changing your own oil.
Yeah, I get off on that. Makes me feel like I'm a real guy.
Sure.
I was all alone on Saturday afternoon. I thought, what the hell? I'm going to change the oil.
You've got it down to a science. You've done it a few times now, right?
Not the Cousin Ronnie way. I do it the real way. I jack the car up and I roll underneath.
Where do you put the leave-ins when you're done
You drain the stuff? Oh, right in the backyard.
Right over the well.
Yeah, right down at the stream.
Making the Indian cry again.
No, I take it to the gas station. You put it all in a big milk jug and you take it to the gas station. And then they pour it in the stream.
Making the Indian
cry. So a very macho weekend, man.
Good.
I had it going on. What'd you do?
I bought me a manly tool. Bought me a manly thing. A very exciting new manly product that I bought yesterday and brought home.
What?
Guess.
All right, guess. Is it related to your love of trying to cut down trees?
No.
Is it gas powered?
Yes. Everything. You just so you know, for future reference,
yes.
Anything that I purchase that's a tool you have to put gasoline in it. I will not buy anything that does not. Well, maybe an electric cord, but everything is power. I mean, if a shovel, if I get a power shovel, I get a power shovel.
Do you use it to remove stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get a plow?
No. Okay. I have one already. I have a plow.
Is it one of those things they advertise on TV for clearing
No,
weeds?
It's not the DR trimmer, Bo.
Okay.
Did you get a leaf blower?
Nope.
Tractor?
No. Have one.
Euro sealer. I don't know, man.
I bought a power washer. I bought the most powerful 2.2 gallons per minute, the most incredible power washer, and I cleaned my grill with the power washer, and I took all of the paint. You know how it says high, low, medium?
Right.
I hit this with the power washer, and I completely just destroyed all the paint that was on it, all the grease and the leave-ins.
It's clean, though.
It's so clean. It was the cleanest meal we've had on that grill, and I didn't even have to use any detergent or anything. I just used the power washer, and then I started on the deck today using my power washer. It was the best. It's the greatest. It's so neat. You could hurt yourself. It's that powerful. It's just so incredibly powerful.
Prison powerful.
Yeah. More.
I'm a monster on the grill. I could use something like that because our grill is so dirty.
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing some barbecuing, I would step inside for a second, get a glass of water, and my wife or my son would say, "Hey, look it, everything's on fire outside." It's because there's so much grease down their bottoms.
The leave-ins.
Give me my spray bottle.
I have a wussy grill, though. I have an electric grill. You know the kind that you plug in. It's that they sold it a few years back. It's got the round top and it's got the little
the brand name on that is Homo, right? Homo
it's
grill.
A Homo. It's a Homo. Yes, it's manufactured by Homo. I think somewhere out in Seattle they make these grills, and it's I haven't really, because we don't use it so much that I haven't decided to take the plunge and get the the big gas grill. So I use the little electric grill, but it gets real gummed up, and my power washer just I was just power washing it. Terrified the dog with this this power washer.
You would love the power of a nice big grill.
I'm close. I'm close to getting one.
You get that monster flame going?
I almost like to get a charcoal grill, though. Just get the old-fashioned kind. A Weber. Yeah. Because charcoal, that's if you're going to grill out, you like that, but it's a mess. It's messy.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah, Don and Mike.
Buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, my friend.
Hey, I'm just calling you before I go to the night show tonight at the MCI Center. It's too bad the Caps got bumped today.
Oh, that's right, WCW tonight. Or what is that show? That's on TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What network is that on?
TNT.
TNT. Well, I hope some of you yahoos bring your big Don and Mike kick ass, or we love Don and Mike, or we hate Don and Mike, whatever.
Hey, watch for it. Fourth row, buddy.
Bring your sign. Thank you, buddy.
All right, see you later.
And I think when I go to the hockey game tomorrow night, I'll wear Don and Mike on each breast, and I'll be one of those guys with the pom-poms. I'll have 2 pom-poms, and I'll shake my breasts.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don and Mike, it's the F. Jimmy guy.
Hey, F. Jimmy guy, how are you?
28 calls.
Wow.
Oh, to the guy out in Portland?
I bought myself a phone card.
Oh, good man.
What a guy.
Yes.
So, how has your project been going?
It's easy. Obviously, no one else calls the station.
Right.
I think it'll be scary. I hope people have fun mailing stuff because I've gotten through, basically at will.
Are you getting on his nerves at all?
Well, I'm doing it all times of the day. I hope that guy's not on 24 hours a day.
No, you're not aware of reaching him? I guess we wouldn't be either, because I don't remember the sound of his voice.
I don't know what his voice... I mean, I reached him once right after you guys gave us the order.
Right. We put out the order to our mercenaries.
But I've been calling everybody. The morning show is that... But I call early in the morning before I have to go to school, and of course there's like 3 hours time difference. So I get...
I understand that school is really pesky, man. It's a downer when you want to make your crank calls to competing radio stations.
Stupid school. Stupid school.
How old are you, man?
I'm 15.
15? Oh, my God.
Oh.
I had no idea. I thought you were at least near senior age.
But no.
Oh, my God.
That made it even better that I kept getting through Jimmy the intern all the time.
All right, well, keep us abreast.
Okay.
And roll tape on some of those calls.
It's hard because I don't know. I don't have a tape player. I have one of those big giant ones. It's kind of hard to stick that up to an earpiece.
All right, well, maybe you could prostitute your sister or something.
But now she's in 6th grade.
6th grade. You're really 15?
Yes.
Oh man, you got just a whole lifetime of sickness.
Maybe you could swipe some money from your mom and dad and go buy yourself a nice tape player.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, thanks. So that would be my advice. Either try to prostitute your sister or take some money from your mom and dad. Whatever you need to do, get those great bits done.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thinking his high school yearbook, he'll put us down as hobbies.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, I wanted to talk to Don about the game last night, the nice Jeb Bushler.
Judd Bushler. You know that guy? That's stiff. White guy with big, flat, bozo to clown feet. This guy hadn't gotten into one game that they played against Indiana, and they put him in last night. He did great.
The bench won it for the Bulls, right?
Judd Bushler. Bushler.
His head's not shaved, is it?
No, thank goodness. And those guys, I pointed out to my kid last night, the head of Chris Mullen.
There's a beautiful picture of his head in the USA Today sports section right there.
Oh, let me see that.
That is I think that's a classic example of his ugly head.
You got to get it from the back, like the way they have Mark Jackson. I'll draw you a diagram right here, Mike.
He should not have a shaved head.
Mark Jackson, or rather, this guy, Chris Mullen, the back of his head goes out like this. It's got a point on the back of it. He's got a weird cranium, man.
Like an alien. And will you please settle an argument for me that I had to even... I turned on the basketball game for 2 minutes last night, and my wife insists that Ron Harper, is that the name of the Chicago Bulls player, has an artificial leg. I said, no, he doesn't have an artificial leg.
He's deaf, though.
He's deaf?
Yes.
But he had some, thing on his leg that made it look...
He has 2 real legs. He doesn't have a wooden leg.
Thank you very much. Not artificial. I was like, I don't know, his leg looked real smooth, and she said, my God, that's an artificial leg. I thought, you can't play in the NBA with an artificial leg, silly. That's a real leg.
You know what's disappointing is when you see a guy like Tony Kukoc being interviewed after the game, and he sounds like... You remember Andy Kaufman when he was Latke Gravis?
That's Tonai Kukoc. It's Tonai Kukoc.
That's what he sounds like. I mean, they're going, they are practically salivating on this guy. Bob Costas is practically making out with him, going, you hit all these shots. What do you think? Well, I did the very best that I could for the team. Oh, yeah, it was great. It was hot. I love the Bulls. I love watching that. It's too bad they're going to get killed by Utah.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Wow. Really?
I think so. But nobody tell them I said that.
Okay.
So I can keep my space in Michael Jordan's bung. Oh, tomorrow. Listen, Bulls alert. Tomorrow. I know you'll want to listen when we have Ahmad Rashad on the phone.
All right.
When we bait him with a bunch of boring sports questions, and then I come through with a follow-up to ask him what it's like being the maitre d' in Michael Jordan's bunghole.
Oh! Did you see that earring he had on?
Who, Ahmad Rashad?
Yes. He had this big earring on.
Did it say MJ on it?
Yes, it did. It said, I love Michael.
Yeah, he shouldn't be married to Mrs. Bill Cosby. He should be married to Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Felicia Rashad, I'm leaving you for Michael Jordan.
I always thought her name was Felicia.
No, you had it wrong.
Hello. Don and Mike Show.
Cosby changed it.
Hello.
Sometimes the pressure is simply too much.
Hello there, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Dr. Don and Mike.
You're on the air, my friend.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this Don?
And Mike.
Hey, basketball's for pussies. You need to learn to watch hockey.
Got a hockey fan on. This town has gone hockey crazy right now.
Hockey's awesome.
Ooh.
Hey, and the Caps are going to kick Detroit's ass.
Oh, man, I don't know. Don't do that trash talking. You don't do that in hockey. You don't do that. You just keep it down to a low roar there. Just think, just hope. Remember the history, the legacy, the agony, the pain that this team has put us through.
I hope the Caps do good, but I laugh every time I see that guy for Buffalo, Satan.
Yes. You know what? I finally listened to the name of the guy, and they call him Shatan. He's like, he's got one of those.
Spelled like Satan.
You know, it's S-A-T-A-N, and he looks like Satan.
Hey,
too.
Satan.
Satan.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah, I got an even better sport than hockey. We're going to wrestling tonight.
Man, that's a second call in a row.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, don't forget, bring your signs.
I got a Don and Mike sign already made.
Ah, beautiful. Okay, thank you. That's right downtown tonight at the MCI Center.
You want to come?
Oh, I'll see you there, sir.
Okay, cool.
As John Pop says, I'll meet you at the refreshment center.
Love you, Buzz.
All right. Bye. Well, he loves you, Buzz.
I love you, sir.
We got to do a break. We're coming right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak. Questions each.
All right.
I think that one of you guys should be able to nail this. Don't you, Rob? Within 5?
I think so, yeah.
Within 5.
All right. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, my.
Mystery guest.
Oh, wow.
Mystery guest. You know, I was watching what
Mike, it was Phil Hartman.
Yes, I'm disguising my voice to make me sound like a woman.
Boys. Mike, go first.
Mystery guest, was your fame in movies, television, or some other form of celebrity?
Television.
Television.
Television. Buzz.
Was it a comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Mike.
Are you blonde, brunette, or redhead?
Blonde.
Blonde. Although, mystery guest, your correct answer should have been yes. Because then you would have made them waste another question asking you which you were. But I'm leading the witness.
That's true.
I'm being like Mr. Johnny. Buzz.
What decade was your show on in?
70s.
Okay.
This is your third question, Mike.
Were you part of a large ensemble cast?
Yes.
Buzz.
Were you one of the Bradys?
Yes.
Were you Marsha Brady?
Oh, no. Buzz.
That would have to be Jan, I guess, right? No.
It's Cindy Brady?
You guys both suck.
Oh, it's Cindy? Oh. Hi, Cindy Brady.
Cindy Brady.
Hey, Cindy Brady. I think we did pretty well getting to it pretty quick.
We did, yeah.
Hey, baby.
Hi.
It's Susan Olsen.
Susan Olsen,
Ah, yeah.
Cindy Brady with a cute little pigtails.
Hey. were you in that Were you in the movie that they did?
I was one of several cameo roles that were edited out of the film. Which
Those bastards.
Really, they were all hinging on the subplot that involved the Dittmeyers. It was really, really stupid. And Betty Thomas and her wisdom cut out the whole subplot.
Oh, that's too bad. I think we would have liked to have seen how you turned out in real life.
Yeah.
Well,
how do you look?
I do things every now and then. In fact, if you watch Nick at Night.
Oh, here's your plug. Okay.
We did some promos that they'll be showing. Actually, Brady Bunch is going to be on Nick at Night as part of the regular lineup. And
really?
Yeah, it'll be on 8:30 and 9 p.m.
Hey, how did your teeth turn out?
My teeth?
Your teeth.
Jan had the braces, Mike.
No, but she had
the
she had the missing teeth. She had the kids' teeth with teeth on either side. And I was wondering, did you ever have orthodonture when you were growing up?
Major oral surgery and orthodonture. I had braces in the last.
Remember, she had that cute little lift.
Episodes.
I guess so.
Lift. My mouth was too small for my teeth.
Was it really? Okay, see, I was curious about that. I always wanted to ask you that, and now I have.
Right, you were the one on the Brady Bunch who lisped, and you had the episode with the baby talk, baby walk, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which was great because I got to go back to regular school, and now the kids had new fuel to to tease me about.
And, for all the kids, you go back and look at that show, you had a tremendous amount of punchlines. They'd give you a lot of punchlines. You got a lot of laughs on because you're the youngest, and they would always go to you, right, for the cute little line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm the youngest in my own family, too.
Really?
Tell me something. Sam the Butcher, did he ever come on to you in any way?
No, I tried and tried, but he just... Wasn't interested.
Who was your favorite person on that show? Who was your best buddy cast member?
I would say that would be Michael Lookinland, who played Bobby.
And who was
We were like best friends.
who was the biggest jerk?
You know, there really weren't any jerks, and I hate to sound like Pollyanna, but I think we all got along.
Maybe someone behind. Wasn't there someone behind the scenes? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a producer I didn't like too much.
Good. A sleazy producer?
Kind of. He used to always wear his shirt unbuttoned down to his belly button. He called everybody pussycat.
Oh, God. See?
Very good.
There you go.
That wasn't Mr. Aaron Spelling, was it?
No, I would have loved him no matter what.
Any cast members ever show up loaded?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Bob Reed.
Robert Reed.
Yeah. Yeah, when he was having fights with the producers about the scripts, and
Really? Would he show up faced?
Well, he'd go off to Oblast, this restaurant across from Paramount, and have a few.
Hey, now there's an insight. There's an insight. So where do you live now?
Just north of, actually, it's part of Los Angeles County, just north of Rio, L.A.
You married?
Away from the hustle and bustle.
You married, girl?
Yeah. I've got a 22-month-old little boy.
Is your husband all happy because he gets to do it with Cindy Brady?
He better not be. That's pretty kinky.
All right. Well,
That's
Susan.
actually perverted.
Yeah, I think you've captured the gist of our show now.
That's why I said it.
Okay, oh good. I should fit right in.
All right, well, there's the plug. Brady Bunch on Nick at Night, and there's your mystery guest, Susan Olsen, everybody.
Cindy Brady, thanks,
Starting
Susan.
out, though, with tonight, we start a marathon. So there's going to be 8 episodes a night, starting at 8:30.
What's your favorite episode, real quick? What's your favorite episode?
Peter and Greg go on a double date, and Peter's wearing a fake mustache, and he eats popcorn, and he eats his mustache off.
I like the one where Peter brought the hooker in the house.
No, I like the beast.
That was a made-up
Where
one.
Greg brought a goat back to his room. And,
Ooh, that's a kinky one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Susan Olsen, Cindy Brady.
Wow.
There's the one with the cute little lips.
See, right? She was interesting enough, but if we had to do a real interview with her,
I
right?
think you played that perfectly.
Boring silly.
You know,
Boring
there's something
silly.
about guessing. Whenever we have a real lame guest and you're on the fence, you should do that every time.
That'd be most of our guests then. Great. Now I'm thinking about it. Really, my favorite episode was the one where the kids found Alice's vibrator.
Oh, that was so funny.
They came running through the kitchen. Mommy, Daddy, what is this?
She had it right in with the cake supplies.
With all the icing.
Right next to the yeast.
All right, well, there you go. There's a big time mystery.